working on a Welby 8-day cuckoo clock. I believe it's an 8-day. But as you can see, this is the movement, and there's a slot right here. In Dr. Lloyd's book, The Cuckoo Clock Owner's Repair Manual, the Regula 3 doesn't have that slot. The Regula 2 has that slot, but the Regula 2 is different. It looks like the Regula 3 with the slot as the Regula 2. In Carl Kochman's book, and I don't have it available here, they have two different Regula 3 movements. One with the slot and one without the slot. Hubert Herr, Schmeckenbecker, different clock makers, Hones, different clock makers would have Regula design a movement to meet their specs. Personally, if I was Regula, I would have told them to F off, because you have to come up with different templates, different tools, design your templates differently to meet their specification. But this particular movement is a Hubert Herr Regula 3 movement. And the purpose behind this video is to show you what to do if, when it cuckoos, the bird is bouncing in and out of the door. The trip levers are on the time side train, and over here is the strike side train. And normally the trip levers are on the strike side. The case has got a door on both the strike side and the time side to access the movement. But there's this section right here. Grab something to point with here. There's this lever right here that has a hook on the end that catches this wire. This wire is mounted to the bird post lever. This black lever right here comes over, and on the what would be considered the third wheel, there's a pin that trips this black lever. And as it trips this lever, it pushes the cuckoo bird outside, but as the wheel rotates, this black lever drops. And so if you don't have this properly in position, as this third wheel moves, that pin is going to trip that black lever, and this is what your clock is going to do as it cuckoos. Now, I told you about this wire right here, and I told you about this black lever that has a hook on it. To prevent the cuckoo coming in and out of the door, as it cuckoos, this lever here drops, catching this wire that's on part of the bird post mount, and it prevents the bird from going in and out of the door. And so I'm going to show you what happens. This black lever here is part of the rack stop lever. The rack stop lever, when it moves, it drops this lever. You see this lever dropping? And as it cuckoos, that lever caught that wire. That was on the half hour. Here's the hour. Watch this wheel right here. You are going to see a pin that raises this black lever. Now watch this section right here. I still got to bend it slightly, but this lever here is coming down. When it cuckoos, this wire is going to go underneath that lever, and this lever with the notch in it is going to catch this wire to stop the bird from going in and out of the case. It's bouncing just a little bit. That means this wire has to be bent that way just a tiny bit, and I'm going to see if I could do that to prevent it from bouncing. It still has some vibration in it, but for the most part, I cleared it up. Watch this black lever drop. And now this wire, which is connected to the bird post mount, is going to go underneath that black lever, and that catch is going to catch that wire. Again, the pin that's on the third wheel lifts this black lever here up, which pushes the cuckoo bird outside the door. But if you didn't have this lever, this wire here adjusted properly, the cuckoo is going to bounce in and out of the door. And again, this is on a Hubert Herr Regula 3 movement. This movement was built in the 1950s. There's a patent number, and then there's that DRGM number that's on here. Down here it says Hubert Herr. And again, Dr. Lloyd's book, the design is differently. Carl Kochman's book, even though there's a lot of errors per the NAWCC of his book, it shows Regula 3 movement with this slot and without this slot. Without the slot, it's just like Dr. Lloyd's book. And again, Regula they designed their movements differently to accommodate different manufacturers. And you would think a Regula 34 movement parts would be interchangeable in another Regula 34 movement. But if you watch my previous video, the Hones, they designed their movements totally different than other companies. The escapement wheel teeth are in reverse order as other companies. The part, this wheel right here, this is for an 8-day movement plan. This wheel right here, the intermediate wheel time side, is what makes the minute hand turn. And this is in William Bilger's The Cuckoo Clock Repair Manual. This is the diagram for a Regula 34 movement. But the intermediate wheel for the time side, Hones designed or had Regula to design a totally different movement than anybody else. So anyway, getting back to this movement, Regula 3, Hubert Herr movement, made in 1950s. If your cuckoo bird is bouncing in and out of the door, it's because you don't have this wire that's attached to the cuckoo rod lever. You don't have this wire bent properly so this lever here can catch it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Leave me some comments, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and may God bless.